Welcome to the NFT Pinas podcast, where we explore, educate, and share about all things in the crypto world. Welcome to the NFT Pinas podcast, where we explore, educate, and share about all things in the crypto world.
Good evening. I'm your host, Vanessa, also known as Banana of the Discord servers. In today's podcast, let us get to know Cyber Rabbit. But before we proceed, we would just like to remind everyone that this is not financial advice. We encourage everyone to do fact checking and do your own research on topics discussed in this podcast. The views and opinions of guests do not reflect or represent NFT Pinas as a whole. Now let's go. For today's agenda, we would meet the team.
All right, thanks so much for inviting us here in our AMA with NFT Pinas. By the way, my name is Devon. I'm one of the co-founder of CyberRabbit, and I'm with Carnage right now.
Hello, guys. Good evening, and thank you for inviting us here. So, yeah.
So we're the team. We are the team behind the CyberRabbit. We are also the dev team of this project. So there's nothing to worry about security, and we know what we are doing. And we are not new to the NFT space. A while ago, we discussed about this, and we want to dox our team for you to know who we are. So my real name is Gab, and then Carnage real name is Jan Loris Kayuat. So that's it, and let's proceed to your next question.
Okay, thank you for introducing yourself, guys. Now, we would like to know what is Cyber Rabbit?
Okay, so for the description of the project, CyberRabbit is mainly a decentralized NFT project running on the Ethereum blockchain. So our purpose is to create an NFT, an artwork, a quality NFT artwork. At the same time, is to introduce this NFT to the metaverse.
I see. Now, what's the story and inspiration behind Cyber Rabbit? Can you tell us?
Hello. So, for the inspiration of the Cyber Rabbit, we come up with the short trailer that we saw a few years back, which is called Save Route. So, we take an inspiration about it and we make a NFT out of it where we're focusing on the same advocate for saving the welfare of the animal, but we divert our focus, and now we're going to give charitable donations to the animal focus community. And I think that's it. So we come up with we take inspiration to the save wrap and we make an NFT out of it.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting. Well, let's go back a bit about your mission. What is the Cyber Rabbit's mission?
So for our mission is to increase the awareness of humanity to help pets in need through sheltering, adoption, education, community outreach, and protect these animals from harm and violence caused by misconduct of human and experimentation in a form of charity. So that's our mission for the project.
Okay. How about your vision?
And aside for our mission, we also have a vision which is to promote and provide resources and proper education through our websites and also conducting various programs needed to eliminate violence, especially the killing of our companion animals. We are also building a community where people value animals and treat them with the respect and kindness they deserve. Actually, right now, we already onboarded some writers and content creators to create contents that will push the humans to to eliminate the violence, especially the killings of our companion animals. So that's our vision aside from creating just an NFT project.
Wow, that's very interesting, you guys. Well, may I ask this? Why did you decide to advocate towards animal charity?
So as we discussed earlier, we take an inspiration from the save wrap short animation. So what they what they want to explain to their audience is to be aware of about animal experimentation and how's our community going with that. So for the animal charities, we want to support the Save Rap mission and vision too. So we are going to go with the charity, and we are in talk to some charity here now in the Philippines. And yes, I think that's it.
So I guess we will also answer this question. So how are we received by the international NFT space so far? So right now we are already building lots of partnership, especially with Nanopass, Gapigang, Dystopunk, Heartbreak Bears, Kaiju Queens, and many other international projects. Right now we're building partnership and collaborations, especially in Twitter and Discord, and we're launching this partnership generically.
So we decided to target international first before local because we think our work quality in terms of art and development side can go into the international level. So yes, we don't want to specifically target local first if we can do it simultaneously with the international space. And I think we are doing good since we're having a connection on various international projects, just like the Nanopass and the Octo Heads. So yes, we're having a very good relationship with them. So right now, we're targeting the Philippine or our local community through Alpha Entertainment, and yes, I think we're doing good right now in terms of collaboration and having a network for our project. Yeah. So actually, we don't want to disclose any information about the partnership, but yeah, it's going to be on that, and we have a deep relationship now with the Alpha Entertainment, and after that, I think we're going to have they're going to move um on their entertainment side and with their talents. So yes, expect more in these following weeks or months.
Okay, so that's a very interesting question. So to make it simple, Cyber Rabbit will release a various game modes. For the Meta Arena, it will be the PvP version of Cyber Rabbit for the game. And then for the Sandbox Metaverse, it will be the adventure mode for the Cyber Rabbit. So what is Meta Arena? Meta Arena will be like Tekken, and then what's the other one?
Demon Slayer and Jump Force.
So that will be the theme or inspiration of Meta Arena, wherein the users will choose from 10 various Cyber Rabbit characters, and then they will fight with they will fight with each other with different skill set and abilities, and then Meta Arena will provide a token that will be the token for the tokenomics of Meta Arena. So with regards naman kay Sandbox Metaverse, our plan is to purchase a land in Sandbox, and then in order for you to play in Sandbox Metaverse, you should have a V2 or VX version of the Cyber Rabbit. So in order to acquire VX version of Cyber Rabbit, you need to stake your main collection NFT, and then it will yield a token, and that token will be your tool to purchase second generation VX version NFT. When we say VX, it is the VX or Vox Edit version of the NFT that is compatible with the Sandbox Metaverse. So to reiterate, we will allow our players to play in Sandbox by using VX version NFTs, and then through purchasing a land in Sandbox.
I just want to add something. So for our Meta Arena, the PvP is going to be on our own metaverse, which is what we are developing right now. And you can see our small teaser or development progress on our Twitter when you can see the character moving through the specific settings. So yeah, it's going to be a PvP mode, and for our next development phase, which is going to be on Sandbox, it's going to be an adventure mode. So just want to make it as a summary. So for PvP, it's going to be on our own metaverse using our Genesis and main collection, and for the adventure mode, it's going to be on Sandbox, which is going to be which will be used the our DX version.
Yeah, so just for everyone's benefit, we actually lifted this video from your Discord server. So this is a preview of the Meta Arena, right?
Yes.
That's a really good demo for your game. So, is the inspiration behind this game gonna be like Tekken, or what's the inspiration behind the Meta Arena?
So the inspiration is something like Tekken, but more on Jump Force and Demon Slayer game. So for Demon Slayer, you
Oh.
can play on PS5, and it's
Mhm.
a very nice one.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the game. So, what are the other utility that the NFT holders can expect?
Okay, so for the utilities, we would like to explain first what are the collections that we will introduce to the market. First, we have a Genesis collection. It will consist of 1,000 3D rendered rabbits. And then second is the main collection NFT. That will consist of 8,000 3D rendered rabbits. And then the third one is the second generation NFT, which are the VX version, which consists of 5,000 NFTs that are VX. And then for the utilities of the Genesis collection, the users or holders of the Genesis collection will be able to breed their Genesis collection to acquire one main collection NFT. And that's one of the utilities for the Genesis collection. And then the other one is they can rename their Genesis collection by spending the token carrot. And how would they claim or earn a token that is carrot? A carrot would be yielded by purchasing a Genesis collection NFT, and then it will be automatically yielded per day. 10 carrots per day, and then the carrots will be used to change the name of the Genesis collection, and then to breed the Genesis collection, and also to participate in our whitelist carnival. So what is Whitelist Carnival? Carnival will be included in our website, wherein we will partner with various projects, and then these projects will give whitelist spots to us, and then we will post the whitelist spot on the Whitelist Carnival. And then for the entry, Genesis Collection holders will use their token to have an entry to this whitelist carnival. And then, what is the utilities or what are the utilities of our main collection NFTs? First, main collection NFT will be the ticket to enter the Meta Arena game. And then next, the main collection NFT will also be able, will also allow the users to stake their main collection NFT to allow a secret or utility token. We will not reveal this at this time. It will yield a utility token that will be used for the tokenomics of the Meta Arena as well as to purchase the second generation VX version NFT. And lastly, what are the utilities of the second generation VX version NFTs of Cyber Rabbit? And then for this, the second generation Cyber Rabbit will allow the users or holders to participate and use their NFT as an avatar to enter Sandbox Metaverse. So I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in, but basically you need to buy two Genesis to get one main collection. And while waiting for the main collection to drop, you need to stake first the two Genesis NFTs to generate the Carrot token. And then from there, you spend it to create the one main collection NFTs, right? So since the Genesis collection is only 1,000 NFTs, that means you will pretty much have around 500 players if they buy two of each. So how can you onboard more players to your game if that's the mechanics for the Genesis collection?
So for the game itself, it's going to consist of two collection, which is going to be the Genesis and the main collection. So for Genesis, it's going to be a 1,000, which you, I'm yes, it's going to be a 1,000 NFT. So maybe 500 players from that.
Mhm.
And for the main collection, it's going to be a 8,000 NFT. So when in terms of the supply, we focus more on the quality of our work, and so we don't overinflate, or we can handle the our customers or audience and community in that limited NFTs. So if the demand for our game comes higher, then the our OG holders will get a benefit from that. So yeah, I think we focus more first on sustainable economy before we pursue the larger or audience or customers.
Yeah, that's good. And also, I didn't read this before, but the breeding actually is unlimited. So they can breed their NFTs as many as they can, as long as they have the 600 carat uh, requirement, right? So yeah, I didn't read it before. All right.
But
Mhm.
if it had a limit of 3,000, so for example, you
Mm,
hold two Genesis collection, then you can breed as long as you want, and as long as the supply lasts. So we're going to allocate only 3,000
3,000.
main
All right.
collection.
I see.
Okay. Thank
Um, so what makes your project unique from existing NFT projects and NFT games out there?
So, what makes Cyber Rabbit unique from other NFT games and projects out there? So, from this, we proudly say that we are a little bit proud that we put too much in our artwork. So, that's one of the characteristic of Cyber Rabbit. It will have a very high quality artworks that are 3D. And then for the features that makes the project unique, actually we get a lot of features from various projects. For example, for the naming of the Genesis collection, that's from the CyberKongs. And then for the staking, we get the staking feature from other projects. And then we also included a game. And then we also included a staking platform. And then we also integrate the sandbox metaverse. And this integration at once, which makes the project very unique from other projects, because you can get all of this in just one project, which is Cyber Rabbit. So that what makes our project very unique from other NFT.
So basically, you combined the mechanics from existing ones and made it better for everyone.
Yes, yes, that's basically the characteristic of Cyber Rabbit.
Okay, so I guess we can now leave the floor to our community to ask questions. But if for those who want to ask questions for our Cyber Rabbit team, you can type them in the podcast chat channel in the Discord server. Or if you're watching on our Facebook page, feel free to comment your questions. So I guess while waiting, we also prepared some questions beforehand. So first question is, are all the core team members or founders docs? Where can we find your details?
For our details, it's going to be included on our website. And right now, it's under construction since our first one overloaded on asset. So it's very slow. So we're optimizing it right now, and it's going to be live um this week or next week maybe. So yes, our whole team is docs, and you can see our background and history on our website soon when it's launched.
Right. So I think I saw one earlier. What is the current phase of the cyber missions for your cyber rabbits? So someone asked in the chat earlier.
Okay, so to answer the current pace of the project, actually we also revised our roadmap. But to answer that, we're still on our initial stage or phase of the project, which is to create the community, to build the community, to increase the followers and likers of our Facebook and Twitter. And also we are on the early stage of the Cyber Rabbit because we are still creating the assets, we're still creating the animation, we're still creating the NFT itself. So basically there's still a lot to expect from the project.
So does that answer your question, Wasa? Our question is, what are the security measures that your team has to prevent rug pulls from within your team? So we all know there's a recent incident about rug pulling. So yeah, so what are the security measures that your team has currently?
So, for the security measures that we will apply for the project, the very first one is that we are the devs of the Cyber Rabbit. We, the founders ourselves, know how to somehow read a smart contract and to modify it a little bit. We also have our teams of developer on our side. We also know them a very long time ago. And another one, we will also implement the use of hardware wallets, and then also to implement a smart contract that is final. What I mean when I say final is that the treasury address that will be put on the smart contract will be final. There will be no revision for that. There will be no function that will allow the users to change uh, the treasury address. So the sales from the NFT will go directly to the treasury address that we hold, and we will keep that. We will keep that on our hardware wallet, and you can entrust the funds to us, the devs ourselves. So there will be no rug pulls that will be happening in the future.
Okay, so follow-up question on that. So the treasury wallet will be placed on your hardware wallets, right?
Yes.
Does the will it be locked in us? I believe smart contracts can also lock the treasury funds, right, for a period of time. So,
Yes.
what's the lockout period for the treasury funds?
So for the treasury fund, it's not going to be locked since we're going to use it right away for the
For
expansion.
development.
Can you repeat that?
Sorry, for development of the game or for
Yes,
the
yes,
team. I see.
for the team, for the development, and for the marketing. So so usually the projects that lack the funds or the liquidity will be the token based projects. So if you're familiar with um, DeFi mechanics or
Mhm.
the ICO way back 2017, so that's where they lack the liquidity or their funds um, just to have a liquidity for the trading. So here in NFT, it's illiquid. So the funds that we're going to have and collect will be used right away to development, marketing, and
Mhm.
of course for the team. And I think that's it. Did I
Mhm.
answer your question?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, After the second collection drops, that's no wait. The carrot token will have no value. Basically, it will just be used as a breeding mechanism, or will it be listed in exchanges in the long run?
So so our target for the carrot, it's gonna have no liquidity.
Mhm.
So our second token will have the liquidity. So that's going to be the CRBT. And for the carrot, it's going to be its main utility is to breed and for the whitelist marketplace that we are going to. And after that, future development will be set for another token,
Mhm.
which is going to be the CRBT. The carrot might be convertible to that, but let's see. We're still in the early phase, so we have everything figured out, but not yet, not that final yet.
Thank you for the answer. Um, and then for the CRBT, that will be the governance token eventually,
The
right?
survey will
Or
be for the Meta Arena game, and also it will be used for the purchase of the second generation NFT.
I see.
So for the CRBT is going to have a liquidity since it's going to take part on the play and earn. So that's where the funds are going to come from for our main collection. So for the Genesis, the funds are going to be used for development since it's just a 1K collection. Not enough There's not enough funds to put
Mhm.
into the liquidity. So the liquidity is going from the when we raise the main collection, which is going to consist of 8,000 and 5,000, which are going to be available for public.
All right, thank you. So we have a question from our community. For first-time NFT buyers or from traditional art collectors converting to digital art, what would be your best advice? So this is from SockMed.
So first, so for the traditional artist that's going to, I think, change or explore the digital. I think just be passionate about your art since that's the main reason that you are going to make an art, and don't chase for the money. I think just be passionate about it. That's what I can advise since when you are passionate about something, the money comes afterward, and that's it.
So second question from Chill. Ask lang po, knowing na masakit ang gas fee sa ETH network, meron po ba kayong ginawang way to optimize it?
Yes, we have implemented the ERC 721A. But right now we already saw that there is an update which is the ERC 721B.
721B. Yeah.
We're also looking forward to integrate that. We already copied the GitHub repository, and we also plan to include that in our smart contracts.
So I think for the gas fees, it's going to be $25 or below. So if times comes right, it's going to be lowered since I think $25 is going to be the max, and we see $7 being the lowest for the gas fee.
Yeah, just to share my experience with a project that uses ERC 721B. The quote that shows up in MetaMask is $38, but after going through with the transaction, the charge was actually just $12. It's really good optimization for gas fees. So I hope you guys can implement it in your project as well. Okay, so next question. Uh, since you're advocating for animal cruelty uh, or animal protection, are you also considering being a green NFT project? If yes, why have you decided to do your project on Ethereum? Are there plans for going multi-chain?
In terms of turning our project to green, we don't plan it yet. We just want to help the animals in need and to clear the confusions out because our game is meta arena, and then we advocate for the animal protection, and that is the reason why we also modify our roadmap and change our plan to just include charities and not focus on the advocacy and the massive movements for the animals. And to clear the confusions out, it will be charitable donations, and we will not promote or continue advocacies. That is the reason why uh, we change our website. Because pag nakita nyo yung Meta Arena, nagsusuntukan yung mga rabbit. So, makikita ng tao yun. So, we are not going to pursue more on the advocacy side.
Okay, so here's a question. With the current state of P2E games in terms of tokenomics, where eventually when the project get a lot of users and players, the value of the utility coin goes down, do you have systems in place to stabilize your economies?
So that's a very nice question. So yes, we have a plan ahead about that. So as we see on other games that have um what did specific earnings for the day. For example, you're going to earn I think 70 to 200 tokens per day guaranteed. So we don't want to apply it on our play and earn, and we actually revise it to play to earn, and it's going to be play and earn. So we want our community and gamers to play it because it's fun, not because of the guaranteed earning, just like the others. So when it comes to precautionary measures about the economy of the token, it's going to be a not guaranteed earning type. So for example, there's a 500 players, and for today we're going to make it. So for the game, we're going to make it competitive. So for example, we have a 500 players today, and then we will set the earnings to 200 people only. So it's going to be a competitive one. So the mint and burn for the token will be balanced. So for example, you lose and you don't qualify for 200, then you can maybe spend 10 tokens to re-enter the game. So it's going to be, yes, it's going to be very competitive game, and yes, it's going to be a lot of fun and not guaranteed earning. And so yes, we pretty well, the economy is going to be balanced and it's going to be sustainable one.
And in addition for that, in order for the holders to avoid selling their CRBD tokens, we also prepared the second generation NFT, which are the VX version ones. And then the users will hold the tokens and to collect the desired amount of token to purchase this second generation NFT. So from that, the users will not be motivated to sell the tokens right ahead after earning it. So I guess that's it.
That's a really good answer to the question. Thank you for that. So there's a chill question here. Do you guys have pets? Do you own
Yes,
any
yes. So
pets?
so by the way, I'm Carnage or Lawrence. yes, I have two dogs right now, and for Gab,
I have no pet right now.
yeah. And yes, it's fun to have pets in your house, and yeah, we're advocating for pets. So yes, we have. I have one. I have two.
Okay,
So
just
guys, if you have
checking.
any other questions, just ask.
Okay, so will there be esports initiatives with your game?
Can you repeat the question?
Will there be esports initiatives for your game? Maybe like tournaments, yeah, locally and probably internationally.
Actually, for that, we're also looking forward to add initiative in our game because right now we have partnered with one of the biggest media, that is Alpha Entertainment. So we want to also seek help from them to enter the esports stage and also to introduce Cyber Rabbit to the Philippine community and as well as international.
Yeah, that's really exciting because since it will be a sort of a fighting game, I think it will be picked up by Tekken players and also Jump Force players. So yeah, that's really exciting. So do you already have a specific charity in mind for your mission?
Yes, yes, we have a Happy Alpha Animal Charity, and we also contacted the person in the Happy Alpha Animal Charity. So can also visit their Facebook, the Happy Alpha.
So I just want to add that for our listener here in Discord and for Facebook, you can join our Discord community, and we have a giveaway of whitelist, and uh, yes, we have a various giveaways there, and you can have fun there. Just join our Discord community.
And so I provided the links in our chat. Uh, you guys are interested to join their community, or all the links are in the pinned comment in our Facebook page and also here in the general chat and podcast chat. So feel free to follow them also in their social media accounts to learn more about new updates on their project. And yeah. So do you guys have any more questions for the team?
Hi guys, want to ask if you guys have website?
So,
Yes, we have a website. It's cyberrabbitnft.com. But right now we put it down because we created a lot of changes in the project. So we will also want to announce that we will release the website maybe 2 weeks from now.
Okay, so someone is asking on about the tokenomics, the allocation of funds. Can you share anything about that? I think where the marketing or how much percentage is for marketing, how much is for the developers or the creators, or if you have any advisors, can you share those details to us?
so for the tokenomics of the Genesis collection, am I right?
Mhm.
So for the tokenomics, we don't have a specific since it's going to be mined from zero. So once you stake your NFT, that's where the token generation comes from. So yeah, it's going to start from zero. So tokenomics on the Genesis collection is non-existing yet. And for the game, it's under construction, and we can share it right now.
So yeah, so I think we all have to wait for the updated white papers to include the tokenomics as well. But that's a really good question because some people evaluate projects by looking at the tokenomics, and yeah, so that would be great info for anyone researching your project. So hopefully you get to update that soon.
Yeah, yeah, and I just want to clarify that for the I think they ask about marketing and such things.
Mhm.
So it's more on, yes, it's more on token based project. When you ask about the allocation, for example, selling 100 million token and 10 million for the team, something like that. So when it comes to NFT, yes, I just want to repeat it that NFT is a liquid asset. So the funds that's going to be collected by the team is for the team, for the project, and for the development is yes, for the allocation is going to be for the development, marketing, and team. So there's no there's no liquidity in the NFT, and that's it. I just want to make it clear.
Yeah, so the funds will all be focused on the development of the project, or at least for the first collection. So does
That's
that
it.
answer your question, Chill? So she's the one who asked the question. So why so serious is asking, will there be an airdrop of carrots in order to fasten the breeding? Pwede mag-on ng mic, yes. Feel free
And
to
for
unmute.
for the airdrop of carrots, there will be no airdrop of carrots to increase the rate of breeding. So we already made simple calculations about it. The only way to earn carrot is through buying and purchasing Genesis Collection NFT.
Hello, hello, hello. Audible po ba ako?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So dahil na-mention na rin yung ano no, yung buying ng Genesis wallet. So para mapabilis yung production ng carrot, what if magjowa kayo or couple na both whitelist tapos transfer nyo into one account yung both Genesis rabbit nyo. Pwede ba yun? Pwede pa rin ba yun?
Yes, it's going to be possible, but it's a risky one since you're going to transact person to person. So we don't suggest it, but it's a one way to do the breeding.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you also.
All right. Any more questions? Feel free to unmute, guys. Don't be shy.
So if you guys have any more questions, you can freely ask us. We will happy to answer all of your question.
Wait, I have one. For the, you have plans to create a DAO, right?
Yes,
And then
plan.
what token will be used for that? Is it the NFTs or the CRBT token to be able to vote?
For the DAO participation, the entrance or the required token will be NFT. Any of the Genesis main collection and second generation NFT will do.
Right. Thanks for that. Okay, so from Wasa, I'm just curious. Mint price is 0.08 ETH, and you need two to breed in order to get the NFT that you can use for the game, right?
So for the price is going to be 0.08 ETH on whitelist and 0.1 ETH on public sale. So for the game, even though you only hold one, then you can use it for the game. And for the Genesis holders, you have the added perks of having it experience on the beta version of it. So as long as you hold any number, maybe one or two and or even more, you can access the game, and you only need two for the breeding. So if you are not going to breed, then yes, it's possible. It's good and possible to hold at least one to play the game.
A follow-up question, why would we invest around 12k pesos to play a game when there are AAA games in PC or console that we can play for around 3k pesos?
So for the value that we are going to offer, since most of the 3D NFTs right now, it's ranging from 0.25 and even zero point 0.7 right now. So we are not just building or selling the NFT for the sake of play and earn. We have a added perks. We have DeFi mechanics and even more. And we have the uh, community for this project that you can access, and we are also offering advisories and partnerships. So if you guys are planning um to build another NFT project, when you buy our NFT, you have the access to talk with us to for advisory and such things for building Web3 application and apps.
And also for the added feature, just by buying Genesis Collection NFT will enable you to acquire main collection NFT as well as the second generation NFT. If you purchase Genesis Collection NFT, for 0.08 it, and then purchase two of it, you will acquire one main collection NFT. And then also you can stake this main collection NFT to acquire a token that you will be using to purchase the second gen NFT. So basically, you can get the main collection and the second generation NFT for free by purchasing only the Genesis collection NFT. So that is one of the value that we can add for the Cyber Rabbit NFT.
And I just want to also add about the comparison between our indie game and the AAA. So what I can say about this is that we are now entering into the Web3 space. So a lot of AAA game is coping up with that, and I think none no any AAA game have a integration with the Web3. So you can see that a lot of Web3 are doing a mobile games such as yes, a lot of mobile games. I don't want to call other projects, but yeah. So when you, I think in this project it's going to be the first 3D or PvP type of game, just like yeah, just like Tekken and Jump Force. So yeah, the the comparison between the our game, our indie game versus the AAA is not comparable since we tackle two different mission and vision. And yet, and yes, that's it. I hope we answer your question.
Okay, so there's another question here. For the Meta Arena, will there be an exclusive character for Genesis holders?
So yes, that's the target for the Meta Arena. So there's going to be our target is 10 characters for the main collection and one exclusive character for the Genesis one. And also I just want to add that we have a 10 limited edition or one of one NFT on the Genesis collection that's going to be the base for the game. So yeah, I just want to add that. And yes, and to make it specific, yes, there's going to be a exclusive character for Genesis collection.
All right. Any more questions? Yeah. So there are people typing. So from Why So Serious, where did you consult that 0.08 ETH as the baseline? Can we know why you chose 0.08 ETH?
Okay, so since we are targeting international space and also local, so we come up with the 0.08 as the baseline since most of 3D NFTs right now are ranging from point 0.2 to point 0.7 and ETH. And yes, we want, and then we balance it, and most of the local projects right now are ranging from I think 0.07 to zero point 0.1 also. The calculation is just personal, so there's no
Scientific.
say yeah scientific calculation about that. It's just for we calculated based on what we can provide.
And also, we want the Cyber Rabbit NFT to have a higher floor price. So we launch it in the Ethereum network to have a higher floor price. If we price it a little bit lower, or let's say 0.00 something, the floor price we can expect for the value of the art will be low as well. So we want to increase the floor price quite a little bit so that we price the first generation or the Genesis Collection NFT 0.08 as the base price for our Cyber Rabbit collection.
I hope that answered your question. I have a question. Are you planning to also do an IDO or ICO or launchpad engagement to raise funds for your project?
So for now, I think we don't have that plan since the Genesis collection will be the funding that is needed to for the project. So, just want to give a heads up for the for you guys about the team since we are making. So the project itself and the founders are the devs, so we don't outsource anyone, and I think we can do it with a little fund for the game. But then if we're going to get it uh, faster, so for the demand to be faster, then we need some kind of funds. But yeah, we are confident that our team can build it with a little bit of funding. and we don't want to over fund our project since yes, I think that's the term. We don't want to overfund the project since we can build it ourselves.
Thank you for the answer. So Wasa has another question. Any plans for low price due to paper hands? Do you have a budget for sweeping the floor?
So yes, I think for the Genesis, it's not going to dump uh not any project since right now on our research and watching other projects, the Genesis collection type is going to be the is now the meta of the NFT space. So if you're looking in the Twitter space or crypto Twitter, you will see a lot of Genesis collection is pumping right now. So for the paper hands and for the sweeping of the price, yes, we could sweep the floor if it drops, but we don't think it will go to that since there's a lot of value that we provide for the NFT and for the Genesis collection. I think that's it, and I hope we answer your question.
Okay, so any more questions from our community? For me, why did you choose Rabbit? Is it just because of the Saving Ralph documentary?
Yes, yes. Not just because of the Saving Ralph video. We chose rabbit because there's already a lot of monkeys out there, and there's also a lot of other kinds of animals out there. So we chose also a rabbit to create a uniqueness in our project.
So just to break away from the apes and other common animals that we see in NFT projects. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Apes is there's a lot of derivatives about it for the apes right now, so we don't really want to stand out and choose another type of animal.
Okay. Any more questions? I think Why So Serious has a question. You can unmute.
All right, I'll just unmute. Um, Hello, audible po ba ulit?
Yep.
Is it okay to speak in Tagalog or
Yeah, okay lang.
meron do you have international viewers?
Uh,
All right. So
Go
my,
lang.
my question is uh paano po natin may hikayat yung mga tao, which is those who are not holder of Genesis or either the main collection, to get into our community and play the Cyber Rabbit metaverse.
Uh,
And if that is possible, if this is possible, meron bang renting factor for those na holder ng more than one rabbit?
so right now about I'll answer the second question first. So for renting, it's still not on the plan, but yeah, we can see it in the future since the project is on its early phase. And for the first question, we want our community to be organic. So how can we attract more people? Then we are going to deliver more for the project since yes, we focus more on quality before the quantity of our community. And yes, I think that's the perfect answer for it. So as long as we are delivering our as long as we are delivering what we promise, I think we are going to get the best out of our community. Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you rin.
And I think you guys are more focused also on the play and earn model. So people would, I guess, be attracted to your game if they really enjoy playing the game instead of
Yeah,
focusing on profits.
yes, yes, and they will also yes, we will also focus on the quality of our work. So we want the community to we want the public to enter our community because they like our art, they like our animation, they like our game. So yeah, we will focus on quality for awareness of our project and for the game itself.
And aside from that, we also we have a strategic partnership with influential people in the play to earn gaming scene. One of our partners, Alpha Entertainment, is one of the biggest uh, marketing agency for the influential people that we can get to to promote play to earn, and especially the Cyber Rabbit. So we will devote our time and improve our project.
Right. So, next question is, tell us more about the team. Or intay na lang ba doxing sa website?
So basically, Tagalog na rin ako.
Sige, sige.
Yung team is we will going to be docs on the Philippine market. We want to know we want the community to know who we are, kung sino kami. But right now hindi namin siya ganun pinapublic dun sa international scene kasi we want to avoid racism and other concerns like that. But in terms of the Philippine market, we are fully docs. We will also have a video that makikita kami doon, magpe-present kami doon, and also you will know our background. Actually ngayon pwede na namin sabihin we are currently a student in Valenzuela, and we're taking up IT course, and right now we started this project because we have a lot of experience na rin sa cryptocurrency and sa NFT. We started in Bitcoin Talk Forum. We have learned a lot of lessons there. We joined Bounty Campaign. We have been a moderator before, and right now, we are creating various project. And then, naisipan namin na mag-create ng projects na sarili namin aside from commissioning projects on Upwork and other platforms like that. So right now, we are creating our own project na, and we are proud to come out to the world and tell the world that we can create an NFT that is great enough to be competitive outside. So ayun, so just a little bit background about ourselves then.
So if you guys have any question about the team and what we do, what experience we have, you can also ask it here, and we're happy to answer that. So with regards to the project, and if you have any question, you can also ask it here. And I just want to say that for our listener right now, you can join our Discord community. There's a lot of giveaways that, and we're happy to welcome you on our Discord community.
Oh, there's a question here. Is Rabbit your first choice for this project? If not, what was it?
So for the first choice, yes, I think the rabbit was the first choice since we are brainstorming on starting the project. Then the first animal actually that comes to our mind is the rabbit. So first, I think we brainstorm about the 3D 3D character as a human, and then we ship into the rabbit. And then yes, after that we after the brainstorming, then yes, it got finalized after that. So the rabbit is pretty much the first choice of our team.
Okay, so another question is, do you also have advisors for your project?
So for advisors, I think we don't have, but we have colleagues that we talk to and other founders. But for a specific role as advisor, right now we don't have. But I think it's going to be filled pretty soon. I think next uh next week or next 2 weeks going to be. I think it's not yet final, but it's if you are going to check Jump Crypto, uh, I think he will be our advisor soon. So yes, and but for now, and we don't have any.
Well, at least you have plans, right? So you'll be guided along the way. Okay, so from Wasa, do you have a team? Do you have a member in your team that handles the legal aspect of creating NFT projects? Did you research on how an NFT, depending on its utility, may fall under the definition of a security under the Securities Regulation Code? This is
Yeah, yeah. So for the legal team, we're going to have, and right now we have, but I can't give any much more details on that. But what I can say is that we have a legal team on our side right now.
yeah, that's actually a very good question. especially here in the Philippines, we still have no laws or any regulation for NFT projects. Although in the
Yeah,
US, for DAOs, they are considered LLC partnership. So low, I forgot the LLC definition, but basically it's not a corporation, but it runs like a corporation and can do business with others. So at least there, it's there are already laws about it. But here it's very tricky right now.
yeah. About the taxation and everything, it's there's no certain laws to follow. So yeah, but in terms of our legal sentiments about the law here in the Philippines, we're more like selling a product, which is the NFT, and we're not soliciting for investment. I think there's a lot of race about the SEC about that, and that's the investment firm that don't have the right to collect or solicit any funds from the public. So we're
Yeah.
not going to tackle more on that. And yes, it's just a traditional business that's going to be more on selling, but a digital asset. So if you guys have any question or more on personal question about the team, let's you can ask, and let's not be so technical, so we can just chill here and have a talk.
So from PSC Artist, hey guys, thanks for letting me join. Do you guys expose the minting date already? If so, seems like you guys had enough experience and details in the world of NFT. Do you guys have a plan to start a new project when the minting for Cyber Rabbit is done?
So we right now we don't have any plan to start a new project, since we will focus more on Cyber Rabbit, since it have a very long roadmap, and we want the Cyber Rabbit to build our credentials, and we want to build the quality of our work. So we are going to be known in this space. And yes, for the I think for the next project, it's going to be still conditional bit, but for now our priority is the Cyber Rabbit.
And also that is the reason why we included DAO in the last section of our roadmap. To include new features to Cyber Rabbit, to add new features to Cyber Rabbit, and to not leave Cyber Rabbit community behind.
Does that answer your question, PSC Artist?
So guys, I just want to just remember to remind you again that please join our Discord community. It's available and it's open for you guys, and we're happy to welcome you there. So you guys, if you have any question again, just ask us here now. Let's just have a casual talk, and let's not your question can be technical or not, or more about the team. We are happy to answer it.
Here's a question. Are we expecting very similar game mechanics and quality like Jump Force and Demon Slayer?
So for the quality, that's the target. Since I think you will see our animation soon, or you can see our the teaser for the game and the teaser for the animation. Yes, that actually that's the target, to have a triple A quality. But since the developer is just indie, and we don't have a triple A triple A what do you call this environment, or because the triple A game is made by the big companies. So yes, that's the target, but we don't want to make the promise that we can achieve that kind of quality. But you can see our progress. Expect on delivery first before we conduct the sale, and we promise anything. So as you can see now, the development for the game is ongoing. The animation, the art, yeah. We we want to build the quality first and more connection to our community. But for the AAA, then that's the target. And I hope I answer your question.
A follow-up question, can you disclose if the game devs have other game backgrounds from the past?
So for the game background for the past, I think it's more on mini games. So our game dev is also one of our colleagues and one of our um classmates. on our school. So about the past experience is going to be same as ours. It's going to be more on mini games and bi- not a part of the big companies. So yeah, for the game expect I think for the game for our game dev, yes, there's no much solid background for the portfolio, but yeah, just let's just see our work after that.
Does that answer your question? Why so serious?
We just want to include that we also plan after the Genesis Collection Mint, we also plan to include onto and to onboard new members of our team. We want to add a new game developer that will accompany our game dev to improve the quality of our game. And also, I want to add that our attorney will also join our conversation here. Uh, Ayan. So, papasok din si attorney just to tell some advice and to know for the community to know na we have a legal team at na inaasikaso na yung mga concerns about SEC and registrations. So regarding dun sa game, I hope we answered your concern, your question about the game.
Nandito na ba siya? Si-
Ayan. So nandito na si Ma'am Karen and ay si Ma'am Kat. Ayan, si Ma'am Kat.
And guys, baka may question kayo about the SEC or any legal issues that you might wanna have answers to. Feel free to ask questions sa comment section or sa podcast chat. Okay, from Why So Serious, is the game limited to PC platform?
As of now, the game will be limited to PC, but we also plan to add a feature that will allow the mobile gamers to play. So right now, ang papangako lang namin is it will be available on the Windows platform.
May plans din ba for cross-platform integration?
Yes, we have a plan to include cross-platform integration, especially Android. Ayun, Android
Nice.
application, Android game.
So any console controllers we can use in the future, both PC and mobile?
So for controllers, right now our main focus is the PC and keyboard control. So for cross platform for controllers, it's going to be more on the future development. Yeah, but for now we focus on the basics, right? Just like the gameplay, the movement, and yes, for the added features, it's going to be on future.
By the way, do you guys own the copyright of an NFT? That's from PSC Artist.
Can you please repeat the question?
Do you guys own the copyright of an NFT?
I don't know. Once the public minted the NFT, they will have the copyright of the NFT. So we will not own it. So malaya na yung owner on how he will decide on how he will use the NFT na gawa ng Cyber Rabbit.
Does that include commercial rights?
Yes, absolutely. It includes the commercial right for the NFT.
Nice. Right. Any more question, guys? Think we don't have any more questions. Do you guys have any final messages for our audience?
So ayun, for the final messages for our audience, thank you so much guys for attending and spending your time watching and hearing us talk in this AMA with NFT Pinas. Thank you so much for that. And then we also invite you guys to join our Discord channel. Medyo maingay dito kasi umuulan. At ayun, sobrang appreciated namin that you spend your time and then we hope to see you guys sa aming Discord. We have a lot to offer there. We have a lot of giveaways, NFT. NFT whitelist spot giveaways, ganyan. A lot of contests and fun stuffs na pwede nyo abangan soon. And then after ng animation, this animation, we will have a full force marketing. So ayun, we just want you to know right away ngayon na marami kaming plans sa Cyber Rabbit na hindi namin papabayaan yung community and hindi kayo magsisisi sa pag-spend ng time joining our community and purchasing our NFT. And ayun, so thank you so much guys for attending this AMA.
Thank you guys for also coming into our podcast. I hope nalinawan yung mga audience natin about your projects. And if they have any follow-up questions, feel free to join their Discord server and follow their social media accounts. You can ask more questions there. And I think there are other AMA sessions in line with them. So be sure to check that out as well. So, yeah, thank you guys. Thanks, Devon and Carnage, and also the team of Cyber Rabbits, and also the community of Cyber Rabbits. Thank you so much for watching and joining our podcast session today. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so
You.
much. Bye bye.